Okay, in this part, basic terminologies tayo. Ito yung mga basic terms na ginagamit sa real estate. Para naman, di ba, kapag kakausap mo na yung mga ahente, pagkausap mo na yung buyer o yung seller mo, kapag narinig nila yung mga sinasabi mo, talaga malalaman nila that you are actually knowledgeable. Ito yung mga bagay na kailangan marinig at ma-remember. Kung may notebook ka, in-notes mo to ha. Okay, now let's talk about property types. Sa property types, marami tayong types ng properties, pero the most common you'll hear in the real estate industry are these things. Number one, residential. Ibig sabihin, house and lot, titirhan at pwedeng bahayan. Yan po ang mga residential properties natin. This could be a house and lot, this could be a residential lot. Okay? These things, basta titirhan at hindi gagamitin or hindi kayang mahihirapang gamitin into another type is considered residential. Another thing is commercial. Commercial po ay mga properties along the road, along areas na may mga tao, okay? Those properties are good for businesses. Normally, mas mahal po itong mga ito dahil sa capacity nito na mag-produce at magbigay ng more income to the owner. Pwede itong iparenta, pwede itong gamitin for own business. Yun yung mga commercial natin. Industrial properties are properties normally used to build those big factories, any manufacturing business. Those are industrial areas. Ina-assign niya ng gobyerno. Kung di man in-assign ng gobyerno, yan yung mga properties na medyo malayo-layo sa residential because of the typical usage ng property na yun. So, pwede mo makita yan sa mga mapa, di ba? Sa mga tax maps, sa mga zone maps, para ma-reference natin kung industrial ba yung property. And finally, agriculture. Yan yung mga tinatamnan. Yan yung mga bukid, yan yung mga, di ba? May mga puno, may mga coconuts, yan yung mga agricultural natin. Pwedeng tirhan yan, pwedeng tira ng basic na house, pero most of the use of it goes for planting and for agricultural uses like fish ponds, di ba? Yung mga ganyan properties. But warning, before we end the property types, may mga typical to ha, na nagmi-mix yung mga functions niyan. During those times, consult with your broker para ma-assess ng maayos. Diba? May mga properties na agricultural and residential. May mga properties din na residential commercial. Kapag mga ganyan mga times, mag-consult ka na. Okay? Tanungin mo na para mas klaro, mas maganda yung offer. Malaki po ang diferensya sa presyo ng mga types ng properties dito. At may mga times po na ang ginagawa ng mga buyers or sellers is to confuse or mix the types para magmas mahal o maging mas mura yung bibili nilang property. Be mindful of that. Before you commit or before you do anything, before you offer this to your client, make sure that your licensed broker actually knows about it so that maklaro niyo sa'yo kung ano yung magandang. Okay? Another group of abbreviations. Doon tayo sa abbreviations naman. Sa abbreviations, yung mga typical na makikita yung mga letra-letra. Those are the letters. This includes the B and TB, di ba? Yung 2B and 1TB. B stands for bedroom. Okay? Normally, yan yung pinaka-common na inaalam ng mga kliyente. Basta may bahay dyan, may struktura dyan na pwedeng tirhan, they will ask you ilang bedrooms. So, B and TB. TB is for toilet and bath. Okay? Yan. Importante yan. Kailangan malaman yan sa bawat residential property na i-check mo, importante. MLS stands for Multi-Listing Service. That is the way that agents and potential buyers actually have meron tayong sistema that could be a website, that could be a Facebook group, that could be a Facebook page where people can actually check and look at current listings that your brokerage offers. MLS is very important na kailangan lagi mong ina-access, laging chine-check kasi when clients ask, you have to be in the know. in the industry of real estate, tandaan mo to ha, remember this, na madalian dapat ang response time natin. So if you remember and know the details of our properties in the multi-listing service natin, MLS, you will be able to have an edge. Baka naman, sa ilang minutong pinalampas mo ang reply sa kliyente, meron ng ibang ahenteng kumuha. Mag-ingat at lagi mong alamin yung mga listings natin na firm. Another abbreviation is ATS. Common yan. ATS is the authority to sell. Yang capacity, yang papeles na yan is very important para sa mga ahente kagaya natin. Ang typical rule is kapag wala kang ATS, huwag mong ibibenta or huwag mong i-connect yung buyer mo kay seller mo kasi pag wala kang ATS, lalo na yung licensed broker ang magbibigay ng ATS for that property, kung walang ganyan, nako brother or sister, mawawalan ka ng komisyon. Kahit pa under ka sa commune. Why? Because that's what the rule or the law needs you to do. Bago ka, when you're transacting, even if you're a licensed broker, you need an official ATS. Kapag wala yan talagang kahit pa maghabol ang licensed broker mo, wala na siyang mahahabol. Okay? Remember that. Another thing is what we call COM. Okay? Yan, madali lang yan. Commission. Okay? So, yan ang pinag-uusapan. Kailangan kinaklaro niyo yan bago nyo pa i-connect yung buyer mo at yung seller mo. Remember that. Another set of abbreviations, yung mga BP stands for down payment. Klaro na yan. Yan yung unang pera na kailangan ilagay ng kliyente mo para ma-reserve ang property. Normally, for private listings, the seller actually determines that and then gives terms kung kailan babayaran yung remainder ng lupa. Okay? Pag sa mga developers naman, tsaka sa mga project selling, you have to remember na that you need to undergo PKS or product knowledge seminar kasi bawat developer iba-iba ng binibigay na detalye regarding DP and other payments. Okay? Another term is RFO, ready for occupancy. Okay? Yan yung mga properties na pwede ng tirhan. Okay? LOI is letter of intent. This LOI is normally given to projects by the buyer so that they can actually give an intention to buy the property. Pwede mo rin i-ano to for private listings depending sa seller mo. Pero LOI stands for letter of intent. Okay? Crucial yan. Lalo na sa developments kasi those types of letters or information gives the developers or the sellers the commitment of the buyer to buy the property. Okay? Okay. CTS stands for contract to sell. Yan na po yung isa sa mga pinakagusto ng mga ahente na makita kasi ito na yung almost done deal na. Ito yung part na ginagawa ng buyer at ng seller prior to creating a deed of sale. So, bago magpirmahan, baka meron pa mga arrangements na kailangan pag-usapan o gawin at kailangan i-put on paper. That is where you create a contract to sell. Ginagawa po ito kasama ang abogado para ma-make sure na okay lahat. Okay? Now, for transactions, assume that those are properties that are actually in financing. Tapos, a seller wants someone else to assume the responsibilities na nakakonect sa pagbili. So, depende yan sa seller. Pero normally, pwede mong gawing reference ang current price, prices of other selling units or units for assume. Yun yung mga reference mo. Yan yung assume. Magbabayad ka para ma-assume mo yung responsibilidad at yung property. Okay? Now, mother title. Ito, medyo sakit sa ulo to ng ibang mga ahente at ng ibang mga brokers because mother title means hindi pa natatransfer ang titulo to the actual owners. And this mother title is the base title before mag-CTC. So, eto medyo komplikado to lalo na kapag kailangan ng i-process. So, please make sure that in every listing you have, kaklaruhin mo kung anong type ng title ang meron ang kliyente or ang seller. Another thing to remember is clean title. Ito yung mga titulo na ready ng ibenta. Walang utang, hindi ginawang collateral, walang mga encumbrances, walang mga bagay na naka-annotate sa title. Those things you have to check before you post it. Pangit naman na magpo-post ka ng clean title para lang masarap pakinggan pero hindi mo alam kung anong laman ng property na yon. Baka naman may encumbrances yan, baka naman may annotations yan kasi ginawang collateral sa utang. Maghahabol ka pa sa seller mo. Huwag mong pahirapan si buyer. You have to make sure that every property that you are selling has a clear direction for its transfer. Kung kaya, kung kakayanin clean title dapat dyan. Or kapag ka hindi malinis yung titulo, magpa-advise ka kay Marley so that you can clarify the direction of where you need to go if ever the property is sold. Okay? Zonal value, yan yung normal na tanong ng mga buyers. Kailangan ikaw meron kang knowledge about it. Si Marley meron siyang reference. The updated zonal value for the city. Kung kailangan mo ng copy, bibigyan ka namin. Yan po, zonal value po refers to the value that is given, okay, for the tax by the government or by the LGU kung magkano ang presyo per square meter ng property na nasa area na yon. Okay, kunwari, iba-iba po yung mga values ng properties kapag commercial, kapag residential, kapag industrial. At iba-iba po ang presyo sa Kanukutan, sa downtown, sa Kawambugan. Those things you have to be mindful for. If the client asks kung ano ang zonal value niyan, that means the client is asking for reference. At hindi naman kinakailangan po na ibenta ni seller at that exact cost, pero at least may reference si buyer. Okay? Baka naman binibenta ni seller ng 2 million, yung zonal value pala is 100,000 lang. Overpricing ang tawag doon. Again, remember, hindi mo kayang i-force si seller na ibenta based on zonal value, pero it makes as a reference for the buyers and for the broker and for the agent to know the zonal value of a property we're selling so that alam natin kung sobra bang layo ng presyo. Okay? Another transactional term is, ito na yun, terms or spot cash. Terms, financial terms, yan po yung sinasabi kapag nagtanong na meron bang terms yung property na yan? It means meron ba tayong payment terms na ino-offer? Meron ba tayong bank financing? Meron bang, di ba? Meron bang discount kung spot cash? Ang spot cash po is panagbayad ng full cash payment si client, si buyer to sell to get the property. Okay? Financing terms also include baka mag-terms ka ng 6 months. Magbabayad muna si buyer ng down payment and then will pay the seller every month for a fixed cost. Yung mga terms na yan, available yan in most properties, especially pag hindi nagmamadali. Kaya lang, iba-iba yan. So, kailangan klaro with the seller at klaro with the buyer kung ano yung mga terms na ino-offer ni seller to sell the property. Amilyar po ay ang tax na nakakonect. Next ha, amilyar. Amilyar is yung tax, yung land tax, binabayaran po yung taon-taon sa LGU. Ngayon, question, kailangan ba laging updated? When the title or the sale is in its process of completion to the next hindi po pwedeng matransfer yung property na yan kung meron po mga backlogs or back taxes. Pero hindi naman po criminal kung hindi mo binayaran this year or last year because that is normally paid for. Ito yung traditional na binabayaran yan ng mga may-ari ng lupa kapag kailangan na nilang ibenta yung property or i-transfer sa mga anak nila. Yan yung importante nyo ma-remember about Amelia. Deed of sale, yan na po yung transaction or yung proseso o yung papeles of transferring a property from one person to the next. Nabenta na po, ngayon ipoprocess na yung deed of sale niyan. Meron tayong proseso. Marley will inform you about it once sa coaching kayo. Pero yan yung masarap ng pakinggan yan kasi kapag nagpirmahan na yan, almost always sureball na yan. Okay? And then equity, this is normally referred to for project selling or project development na nagbebenta tayo like Camellia, like Nico, Angelea, Esmeralda, those for sale properties nag-aasa ng equity regarding that is the amount that you paid for. Para siyang down payment pero on a fixed amount of time. For example, 3 years, babayaran mo ng 20,000 pesos a month. At the third year, you will be able to pay the down payment o yung kinakailangang pera so that the next step in the financing process will happen. Yan po yung equity. Para siyang down payment pero may timeline of a fixed amount to pay every month ba or every quarter depende sa transaction para sa inyong benta. Okay? Site tripping refers to the client going to the place for a visit. Guys, tip lang. Napaka-importante nito kapag ka nagbebenta kasi ito yung part na minsan minimiss out ng mga tao pero site tripping is where the magic happens. Lumalakas yung benta, yung chance ang bibili si client kapag ka na site tripping mo siya. Why? Because they will see the property firsthand pero here's the secret that salespeople like us do. That's when they make a small commitment for the transaction. Nag-effort na yan eh. Diba? Pumunta na, nag-spend ng gas para tignan yung property. The only reason for them not to buy the property is kapag hindi nila ma-afford or they found something better or there's something that they don't like about the property. Pero otherwise, go for a site tripping first. Mas mahirap kung mag-close ng sale na hindi pa na site tripping. Diba? Mas madali po na site tripping. Closing is where you're about to close the deal. It doesn't mean. Yan yung pag sinabi sa transaction na closing na, ibig sabihin nag-yes na si buyer, nag-yes na rin si client. Ay si seller. So, the closing is that process where both parties will agree on a particular transaction. Now, mahirap tong part na to kasi this is where the magic happens and this is where, diba, dreams fall apart. So, during this time, since medyo bago ka pa, please make sure to contact Marley and let her do the closing for you. And now, the final term that you might hear in the real estate industry is what we call colorum. Those are people or individuals who are not under a licensed broker, who have not undergone the legal process of becoming a licensed salesperson, and they are selling property. Illegal po yung ginagawa nila. Ngayon, tayo bang huhuli sa kanila? Hindi po. Meron pong proseso para dyan. Pero you have to know what colorum means because you might be encountering them in the future. Don't need to hate them, you can love them, but just be mindful of them. Alright? So I hope that makes sense, no? As we go to the next part of the journey of this training, you will learn more about landing your first sale. But at the moment, I hope the terms are clear. Pwede mong ibalik yung video if you need to, and see you on the next one.